What's up, guys? Joel Hoffman here, coming to you straight from the underground motivation, lifting people from rock bottom. So I had a crazy story to tell you guys. It's about Henry Ford. You might have heard of him or drove a car of his. This guy literally revolutionized the world. He brought a car that the average American could afford, which before he came around, no average American could afford a car. It was just for the rich. So he brought us a automobile that we could use for business, enterprise, and that an everyday average American could be able to afford a car. Without Henry Ford, this wouldn't be possible. So he also helped change the world with his development of the assembly line, which helped the mass production of things, automobiles, all kinds of goods nowadays. It's a lot speedier process, and this guy is the one that made it happen. So crazy story about him. Whenever he first came with the automobile, he went with the prototype to this patent council, I think it was called Alum, and they denied him. And he was kind of screwed up about it, because without this patent council's approval, it's really hard for him to get any financial backing at all to be able to produce his car like he wants to. So what he did is he knew that somehow, some way he had to make his name famous. He had to get some kind of recognition for this fabulous car that he built that every consumer could have, right? So what he did is he challenged these people that the best car maker, and they actually had a professional race car driver, like the best race car driver in the world at the time, with their best car. And he said, "I'm going to beat you with my car." Which sounds pretty cool, well, we don't know what kind of car he got. Maybe he made a car that was as fast as theirs. Maybe he didn't. But the thing about it is this. Here's the catch. He never raced a car before. He never been in a race before. Can you imagine that? He put everything on the line to race a professional race car driver, the best in the world, in the best car, and he bet it all on himself. He bet it all on himself on this one race. If he lost, that was it. His dream was done. There was getting no past this patent council. It was done, right? Guess what? The rest is history, right? He fucking won. He won. And so his name got popular. Everybody heard about him, and he got some financial backing, and he started producing his car. Well, the patent council didn't like it, and they ended up suing him. But at this time was the same time with J.P. Morgan and Rockefeller being broke apart with their companies, U.S. Steel and whatever the name of it is, and they was passing all these patent laws and changing them so people couldn't have monopolies, and they were breaking apart these companies. So it worked out in his favor, and they changed the patent law, and he ended up being able to produce all the cars that he wanted. So just think about that. Like, what if you bet on yourself the same way? If that man would have never bet on himself like that, he would have never changed the world. We wouldn't be living in the same economy we have today. We wouldn't have the same things that we have. Like, this dude literally changed the world by taking a risk on himself. When was the last time you took a risk on yourself? When was the last time you went all in? When was the last time you smashed the gas and gave it all you got and bet on yourself that if you didn't fucking make it, then fuck it. You're just going to be picking yourself up off the mud. When was the last time you did that? If you never do that and you never done that, then you need to get to living. You need to get to risking and betting it all on yourself. Start betting it on yourself. Whenever you go to the gym, bet that you're going to lose that weight and hit your goal. Whenever you go make cold sales, you're knocking on doors or you're picking up phones and you're making a call, bet on your time that you're going to win. Don't think, oh man, I'm wasting my time. Screw that. Screw that. Bet on yourself. If you're not betting on yourself, then what do you believe in? You don't believe in nothing but everybody else. Believe in yourself. Bet on yourself, because I damn sure going to bet on myself.